Good morning, students. Today's video is an introductory video to today's British literature course. We're doing this through the online method because of the coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak that we're having worldwide. And right now here in Puerto Rico, we are um, basically in quarantine. Everything is locked down um, to prevent the spreading of the virus. With all this said, um, it is very important that we have a great communication through this process. Um, I know that everyone is going through difficult times um, with your family, with friends, and it's something that is unprecedented, and we need to make accurate adjustments with this new reality. With regards to the British literature course, um, well, in my case, I'm Mr. Orlandito Gonzalez. I've been teaching basically for the past 9 years. Um, I have a bachelor's degree in English secondary, and I have a master's degree in English as a second language. Currently, I'm completing my PhD, and and my right now I'm just going through the process of the higher education certification for the University of Harvard. And one of the things that impacts me about this course and why I love teaching the course, and I know that you guys are gonna be very engaged and gonna love the course. Um, it's the variety of cultures that we're capable of gaining a knowledge, gaining an understanding. Um, Throughout time, people have thought that learning, or in this case, reading, um, in a way, it's kind of boring because probably the books are being assigned in school or probably at the university are not of their liking. There's something that we have to understand here. We need to get this out of the way. Um, the main purpose of literature is not only to gain vocabulary and to be capable of being fluid in the reading process. One of the things that is very important here is the opportunity that we have to know new cultures. Um, the opportunity to connect those cultures with our own culture. Um, Either if you can connect it in the United States or in my case, how I can connect all of that to Puerto Rico. I always try to make that connection. That everything that we learn, we have to make it reasonable and adjustable to our culture. Why I need to make it um, practical and significant. Am I learning this just to learn it? There always has to be a purpose on why I learn whatever it is that I'm learning. Talking about literature, talking about science, talking about math, it doesn't matter. As teachers, we need to make it practical for you guys. Other interest in this course, it has been something that it has helped me a lot through the years. Fall in love with culture, with history, um, with the things that are unique from every single country. It's something that we need to know and understand as um, both teachers and as students, and as a family, because that's what we're going to spend. You guys are going to spend the majority of the time um, at school with me um, and with other colleagues. Basically, this is your second home, and for us to make you feel as comfortable as possible, it's going to help you guys a lot gain whatever it is that we're interested in is inside our parameters and our objectives for the learning process. With terms of the expectations that I have with this course, um, in the general description of the British literature course, Major areas such in British literature emphasize vocabulary development. This is very important on that development of new vocabulary. It's going to help us when we write essays, when we submit work. We're going to make that evolution in terms of writing. The reading comprehension skills, very important. When we read, we don't go through the pages, and that's it. If we go through the pages, we're not reading. We're just scrolling through words and sentences and paragraphs. When we read and when we comprehend what we're reading, that's when the impact in reading is being there. That's when the reading comprehension is being done. Very important, the writing. We're going to do a lot of writing with essays and a lot of comparative essays. I like to use this text and compare it with this, and basically from the same periods. And that's going to be part of the outside material that I'm going to be assigning you guys throughout both the first semester and the second semester. In terms of the general objectives of this course, analyze and respond to literary elements, read, comprehend, analyze, and argument a variety of lectures. Analyze and argument, that's very important. Not only to analyze, but be capable to engage in discussions, engage in that connection with me and with your colleagues. Understand and apply written and oral questions. This is important because our class is going to be based on oral questions and oral discussion. And also you're going to have packets of questions and of analysis you have to engage at the end of each lecture. Basically, the course, British Literature course, is going to be divided in 6 units. Unit number 1 is going to be the Old English and medieval periods. That is going to go from 449 AD up to 1485. Unit 2 is going to be the English Renaissance period. That is going to be continuing up to the 1625. Unit 3 is going to be the 17th and 18th century for 1625 up to 1798. Unit 4, the Romantic period. It's going to go from 1798 to 1832. The Victorian period, 1833 to 1901. And Unit 6 and the last one, Modern and Postmodern, from 1901 up to this time. I want to pause and go back to the Victorian period. If you dig on all of the information, all of the text that had been portrayed through that period, in my perspective, it's my favorite period. I think the majority of the classics is from the Victorian period, from Jane Eyre, from Pride and Prejudice, from The Woman in White, from a bunch of texts from Charles Dickens, Tale of Two Cities, Oliver Twist. All of those classics are going to come from the Victorian period. So if you ask me, I would consider the Victorian period as the most transcendental period in the history of literature. And basically the examinations, we're going to go 60% of the class is going to be exams and 40% is going to be assessments. Each semester we're going to have test 1, test 2, and final. And basically the other 40% is going to be through assessments, either work online or either the delivery of essays. So basically this is going to be the dynamic of the class. My office hours are going to be Wednesdays and Fridays from 8:50 to 9:40. So basically I'm very accessible. If you have any doubts, any concerns, feel free to just come up to me and clear whatever doubt that's possible. So I'm looking forward for this new course. I'm looking forward for you guys to get engaged in this course. Our next activity, when we get back to class, is going to be our class presentation. So you're going to select a colleague in which you're going to present in front of the class. Nothing. See you next time, and enjoy the rest of your time.